type, no, it is JavaScript. So type statically type, yes. Now last option is asynchronous. We'll choose, we'll submit. Yeah, so 4 out of 4. So TypeScript recommends you to download npm repository to download. So that's why, if you remember, if you can recall, we use npm command to download TypeScript. Npm node package manager to download our TypeScript. Then only we are able to execute. So I believe the concepts are clear to you. Thank you for your answers. Now we'll proceed ahead with the TypeScript basic. Rest things you can visit whenever you get time. Yeah. So we'll proceed ahead. Now, if you have your notes, the JavaScript notes, then it would be very much easy for you to uh, revisit, recap also, and understand also, because majority of the concept remains same. Like declaring a variable. We all know in JavaScript also we have these three uh, ways to declare variable using var, let, const, wherein var has a global scope or block level scope. Let also has a block level scope. Const has a uh, block level scope, and it remains same. So const is mostly used when you don't want to change the value of, like, const pi is equal to 3.14 or temperature, whatever, employee id, which is unique, common, will remains same throughout the application. Let and var you can use wherever you want, depending on the um, requirement type. Okay, but the what say the objective remains same of let and var. Now this is they have tried to explain through the loop concept. So we'll try to execute this. Let us go back. Let us open another file called as app.ts. Okay, we'll paste it, we'll save it. Now what we will do, this is a ts file, we need to add to, so we'll add app.js, although it's not there because we will be generating it now. We don't want ts, we want js. So let me go back to ts file, we'll close this, it is not required. Here what we will do, we will be typing tsc app.ts, done. Now it will generate a js file for us. You can see the difference now. There's not much of a difference because the data type is not yet defined. We are only trying to understand the var concept here over here. So now let us move to this. You can see the loop is running properly with starting from 1 till 5. Okay, count from 1 till 5. Now this was the where use of where all we can use. Now using let, where all we can use let, what's the difference between where and let, let us try to understand that. Now with the same code we are trying to use, okay, let. So here what we did basically, where count 1 equal to 5, we created this loop. We asked the for loop to print this until the condition is met. Now we are trying to change the same concept with let, and we'll save it and we'll run the command once again. And yeah, there only you can see, without I have not, I mean, I did compile, but you can see before even compiling I am getting this error because The let has a block scope. Okay, it is only accessible within the block. You cannot access the variable without outside the block. So that is what it is not accessible. So that's the difference between the use of var variable and a let variable. Okay, I believe that is clear to you. And you can see that is why people have moved to use of TypeScript, because it is not required. It is to compile or to run. While typing only, we are able to get this error, understand this error. Okay. Now next. Yeah, these are capturing variable. Okay, so all these examples you can run and try. Okay, we'll proceed ahead with the concepts first. So what if you want to redeclare a variable again? So how to do that? Okay. So we can use this, we can redeclare this variable again and again. Why it is permitted? Because the use of if we are trying to use redeclare variable, we have to use the var identifier for that. But if in case you are using let, this won't be allowed because it has a limited scope. Okay, so let me just go back and fix this let as well. So see, it is throwing an error. Even if I remove this, now it will be okay with the same name. So this is the difference of using the var and let keyword, which one has the block scope, which you can use within the, you can redeclare within the block, and other you cannot redeclare in the same block. Yeah. Now comes the next keyword, another important keyword, which is called as const, which is generally used for a constant variable name, which you don't want to reassign the value again, or you don't want to update the value. So in that case, const can be used uh, for the declaration of variable. Okay, this we have already seen in JavaScript also, so no need to revisit again. Now, a basic type. So there are, these are called as basic type or core type also, you can say, which is used to declare the data type in your TypeScript language. So majorly we will be using top three, that is string, number, boolean. Apart from that, there are other data types also, symbol, which we have seen previously in the JavaScript, read only, never, void. Okay, any we will also see, it is also useful in TypeScript. So basically 1 to 4, these four you will be using mostly. Rest four is not that much widely used. Okay, now we'll quickly see each of the example one by one. So this is the way to declare the what say data type in the TypeScript. Okay, so password number, I'll type it here. Let me do this with this. Okay, so for example, if you don't do this thing, you're simply typing. Now if you hover over this, you will see that automatically the VS Code is able to identify that this particular product ID is a type of string, sorry, number. Okay, so if I change it to string, so for example, if I simply put it in single quote or double quote, it will be telling us that it is a string type. Same goes for boolean. If I put true, it will be converted to boolean. So this is automatically being captured. This is called data inference. Okay, it is checking the data automatically with the help of the values which are passed or assigned to the variable name. Now this was the used in the JavaScript concept, but when we are trying to code in TypeScript, it is very much important for us to specify what would be the type of the variable. So this will be variable number. I'll quickly remove this to fix the error. So now it is working fine. Now moving on to the next data type, boolean and all we covered. String obviously, yes, goes with the same, like in double quotes or single quote, you can put that to get the string. Okay, any. Now this is another very interesting thing. How to generate this any is, if you don't declare or assign this value, this will be any. Okay, meaning it doesn't have any value associated to it. It can be anything. So let us try if we can use it multiple times. So product ID equal to 10. So first this will act as a number. No, it is still any because you don't have identified it. Now you can use it with other thing like true. Still it will be working fine. Now I'll give it a what's a nice string value like hello. Still the type remains any, meaning any data type, any value, any type of data can be passed on to it. Okay, so you can see in the example also, let screen size is equal to any. You can specify explicitly also, because we are typing things in the TypeScript, so it is required for us to mention. So product ID any. Now you can easily use this to enter multiple different data types. Okay, now this is done. Now I'll show you one other example. If it is there, we'll see. Okay, these are voids, so you all can learn this. So we'll see one example and then we'll move ahead with that. So for example, this example will tell you the understanding of why we have moved to the TypeScript language. Okay, so I'm writing a function to add. Okay, so function add a comma b. Okay, now this will return a plus b. Okay, now I will simply do console.log add, let's say 2 comma 3. Okay, so this is done. Now I'll quickly update the TS file and compile it to JS. This is also done. Now I'll go back to your browser. Just a minute. Yeah, you can see the output is 5. Now this works fine in your JavaScript code as well, as well as in the TypeScript code. The declaration is not mandatory, but you can read the above statement, that function a any b any, meaning that the data type is not explicitly mentioned. Parameter a implicitly has an any type, but a better type has been inferred uh, from uses. Like whatever you will pass, it will on a dynamic basis, it will try to take that input. So let us try. If I put here single colon, if I put single colon, still this will be executed, or it will throw an error. What do you think? This will be executed or it will throw an error? Although it is not throwing error, although we are in TypeScript, but I'm talking about runtime error. Will there be any runtime error? Yes or no?
String will be concatenated.
Yeah, correct. So this will not throw an error. This will generate an output for you. Let me just quickly save it. Huh. So this won't be throwing an error. This will generate an output for you, but it will now act as an string. Okay. So do, it will not do 2 plus 3. Instead, this will add as a statement, like it will become 23 instead of 5. Okay. So we'll go back and check the output also. You can see it's 23. So this is string getting concatenated. Now we need to fix this. Like it's an logical error only, because whatever we wanted to generate, it is not getting uh, delivered, or that is not getting generated. So how to fix this error? We will be clearly mentioning that a is a number. Wait a minute. Yeah, a is a number and b also is a number. So now it will throw an error in the TypeScript file itself before even getting compiled. Argument of type string is not assignable to the parameter of type number. So you can see. So now we have to type number only. So we'll type 2, 3. Now we will save this. We will run this. This is updated. Now we'll go back. We will get an answer as 5. Okay. So now, can you understand, feel the importance of TypeScript? Yes or no? Is it useful? Like it is necessary to learn TypeScript? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah. Thank you. So it becomes important to clearly mention that what do you want as an input and what you're looking as a output. Okay. Now one more example where we will look here only. What they are doing is, here they have clearly mentioned that product ID is a number type, and now they are assigning it a string value, which will definitely, it will throw an error. It is not, we cannot redefine, redeclare it. So same goes with the functions as well. Inside the function also, you cannot change it. You cannot give the value as the string type. Okay. So type annotation is not possible in the TypeScript. Okay. Now there are few exercises and all. You all can easily try it out. Okay. This is a tryout which will give you generate the output here only. Not to worry. Okay. We are running this code. Yeah. So you can see all the variables which are declared have been assigned a data type. number, string, boolean. Okay, and it is telling the type of uh, the data type of the variable as well. Okay, so please do remember, since when you're trying to use TypeScript, declaring a data type is very much mandatory. Exercise and all, you please practice on your own. Okay, it's a simple code. They are, trying to get the element and all, and implement it using these basic data type use they are trying to generate it. Okay, now we'll move on to the next topic. Okay, two more topics for today, and then we'll wind up the session. Enum. Okay, enum is a in TypeScript is another way to set the values of your variables. Okay, but it is not that mostly used, but just for a learning purpose, you can understand. So enum, you have to declare it in starting, and then you have to give a name to it, and accordingly you can enter the desired values. Okay, these values can be of any type, be it a string type, be it a you know number, boolean. Irrespective of that, you can fix this, you can use this. Okay, we'll generate one of the example. Yeah, let me go with this first. Save it, execute. Okay, it is just getting saved. I'll give it a console.log. Yeah, now you can get this output. We have just assigned the black as 25,000. The rest other values are being taken automatically as the subsequent values, like 25,001, 2, likewise. It goes on till white. Okay. So this is randomly allocated to the objects, whatever being you are using in the curly braces with the keyword enum. Okay, by default it happens to the all the objects. Same, you can try the tryouts of enum also. Okay, and we have an exercise as well. With this, yeah, fine then. We'll proceed ahead with the new topic, another important topic in TypeScript, which is called as array. So array in your JavaScript, an array in your TypeScript remains same. The only difference, the major difference is that the declaration of your data type is very much mandatory. Okay, so we'll see how it works. Wait a minute, we'll see the example over here only. Okay, they have used as manufacturers. Hmm, okay, fine. Then we'll take this example only. So first thing, before we jump onto this, let me quickly copy this one. We'll pause this. So while declaring an array, okay, let me go back. We'll create a new file only. Yes, this is getting overloaded. Array.ts file. Okay, this is done. In main file, we will type array. Okay, now we'll move ahead. Yeah, in this we will try to declare an array. So what we used to do in JavaScript was let array is equal to square bracket, and we used to type the names. Let's say okay, let's say languages we will type. So we'll type Java, we'll type C++, we'll type Python, we'll type JS, and finally TS. So this was the way to declare an array in JavaScript. It works same in the TypeScript also, but it is very much important for us to declare the type. So we will throw an type and uh, declare an data type for an array. Also, before I jump on to the TypeScript array, in JavaScript, we can enter multiple different arrays, different type of arrays in a single array. Store different values as well. So, for example, if I want here to store a number value, still I can do that. If I want to store a true value, still I can do that. Now the type, you can see it changes from string, it has changed to string, number and boolean type. So we're gonna use the similar concept in the implementation of array in the JavaScript. So what we're gonna do, let me just quickly comment this array. Now we will tell this as a string, okay, and we will give this square bracket, and then we will enter our values, okay, whatever value is required. Sorry, yeah. So I'll quickly copy from here only. So this is the correct way of declaring the array in TypeScript. So we'll quickly run this as well. So this file name is, okay, sorry, cursor will be here, tsc array.ts, execute, done. Let's first save it. It was not saved. Now we'll do this again, and coming back to the browser, let's refresh. Okay, it is not getting logged, so we will do console.log. Yeah, you can see 5 different elements are being stored. The length is 5. Java, C++, Python, JavaScript, TypeScript with the index value. Now this is the correct way of declaring array in the TypeScript. Now what if we had a requirement to enter different values also. So if I want to enter 100, it will throw an error. So now how to do this, how to fix this error, or how to overcome in the TypeScript. So for that we have a way to fix, there are two different ways to do this. Okay, one is to mention the all different data types here only, or to use any data type, which is much more feasible and interesting. Okay, we'll try to understand both. For that, I'll quickly copy this. I'll go down here. I'll give as random here. So what if you are not using any? So if you are using any, it's very simple. Instead of string, you simply type any, and whatever you feel like you can enter. You can enter 100, you can enter true, whatever you feel like you can enter. This will take no errors are thrown, you can see. Now another way is, yeah, so another way is, let me just comment it. So another way is where we will open the bracket, and here we will mention that what all data type we need. So first will be string data type we require, next will be the number data type, okay, and then next will be the boolean data type. Okay, now this is done. So again, there are multiple string, so we have to enter multiple strings. Otherwise, if I remove all this, yeah, you can see now there is no error. Now this will be executed. I'll quickly do this console log also. Sorry, random save. Yeah, you can see this is coming. All three different values are coming in the array in TypeScript using this particular data type declaration. Okay, so any will be more feasible, because in case if you want to add some other other value, other different data type, again you have to redeclare it. So you can use any. This is more feasible as compared to this one. We'll uncomment this and this. So this is about the array declaration. Okay, now we'll let us try something else with the array. Let me go back to the course. So array declaration is clear. Yeah, so there are few functions also, like to push, to pull, to pop. So all these functions we had discussed in JavaScript also. You can use the same function likewise. So one example I'll show you here. The rest you can all try it. Let me drag it down. Yeah. So now what you want, what you will do it here. Array. Second. Enter. Let's enter the value into 3. So this will throw an error. Why? Because it's a string type. The type number is not correct. So what we will do, let me change it to string type, that is hello. Now it will be working fine. We'll save it. We'll run this again. You will see the hello will be entered in this. Yeah, sorry. Here you can see on the second position, hello is entered. Now push, if you want to use the push type, we'll try array dot push. Again, If I type number 123, it will throw an error. Why? Number cannot be assigned. So I need to type hi and save it. Now let's go back. Okay, we did not execute it. Execute. Yeah, you can see hi is entered on the fifth position. So push will add the value to the end. This, if you are specifying the index value, it will add the value at those index only. So these are some functions associated with the array. Okay, so these are some more examples you can see with the pop, splice, yeah, many other examples are there. So you all can try this for now. Yeah. So is this clear? The basic concepts of TypeScript, the data type and the array type. Yes or no? Functions and objects types and all we will see tomorrow. Yeah, all these topics will cover tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, next week, next session. Yes or no? Is it clear? Yeah. So let me see if the object is there or not, or else we'll cover that topic also. Okay, fine. It's not there. Okay, we'll cover it. It's a small topic. Just give me 5 minutes. We'll cover that, and then we'll proceed with the quiz, and then we can wind up the session. Okay. Uh, Let me go back to the VS Code. Okay, so let me open a new file called as object.object.ts. Okay, now close all this file which is not required. Here we will simply type object, save. Yeah, so what I'm gonna tell you here is the object type. So far we have discussed the data type. Now there is one more type called as object type in TypeScript. This is exclusively for the TypeScript language. So for example, we are creating an object called as a const, let's say employee, we'll say employee. Okay, now this will have some attributes, that is employee name, emp name. Okay, that will be in string obviously, but we are not, I'm just trying to explain, we'll declare it again later. So let me type brudge comma next employee id, employee number, let me put, that would be number 1234, and then employee id, we'll put it as true. Okay, now this is done.
Braj, use colon instead of equal symbol.
Colon, huh?
Yeah, instead of
Oh, sorry,
assignment
sorry,
symbol,
sorry.
you
Yeah,
have
yeah, I got it. Yeah, key value pair. Oh, sorry, I forgot that. Thank you. We'll be using key value pair. That is done. So this is the way we used to declare, create an objects in JavaScript. Same is the concept. Now the thing is we want to use it in TypeScript. So we have to declare it explicitly that whether this is a name, that name is a what say a string type, or employee number is a number type, employee id is a boolean type. So how do we do that? In order to do this, we can do it here only, in this while declaring creating the object. Okay, so how to do that? We'll simply type. Okay, let me just copy paste the code. So in an employee, what we will do, we will create this data type for it. Now in curly braces, we will type as string, number, and boolean. Okay, so yeah, before that we have to mention this as well. Employee number, and here we will write employee ID. Okay, number spelling is wrong, ID spelling is wrong. Yeah, now it is working fine. This is throwing error because of two things now. Yeah, so this is the way to implement or declare data type while using the objects. Okay, now this is one case, like you have to set up one one account or one employee ID. What if you have multiple other cases, not for just for the employee, for other people as well, like for your guests, for any end user, external users, visitors and all, and you have the same credential you have to enter. So every time you can't do this, so it will increase the code. And for the best practice, we should always follow code reusability. So in that concept, keeping that in mind, what we will do is, okay, first let me console log this to generate an output, then we will try that. We will write employee. So if you want to generate all the output, you can enter this, uh, type psc dot object dot ts object. Yeah, now if you go back, you can generate all this. Now also, if you only want to access the name, so you can type employee dot, I only want to have employee name, so you can do this. One more, you have executed. Now you will only get the name generated, that is Braj. Okay, so that is the way to access. Now what I was telling is, what if you only want to have you want to reuse this data type again and again. So for that purpose, TypeScript has introduced a concept called object type. So how to do this? What we will do in the beginning only, not in the below. What we will do, we will.
Raj, I have a one question. Can I ask?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, please.
In line number 8, actually, we are declaring the type, right? In line number
Yes.
8.
Mhm.
Instead of giving that, can we give it on line number 9, like employee name colon string colon then value?
No, that won't work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because due to this colon symbol, we have to.
Yes, because of the colon symbol, it will throw an error.
That's why we are declaring in eighth line, right?
Yes, yes,
No, normally, if suppose if it is like a normal string variable, actually we are giving emp name colon string equal to some value, right? That is for
yes,
normal notation. But in object notation, it's not possible there in line number 9. Am
yes.
I
It is not
correct?
possible. Yeah, yeah, correct.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Bridge.
Yeah, thanks. So what I was telling. So, for example, you want to use this code again for somebody else, like for example, visitor, you say, and you see, you again have to declare the type again. For example, you will have to use the code again and again. So to decrease this, TypeScript has provided a special feature called as type object type. So how to use this? In beginning only, in the start of the code, you can use this object type. Here you can enter all this value, simply copy, paste. Okay. Now this is one time you have declared it. No, need not redeclare again and again. So instead of this, I will only type object type. Okay, this curly braces is not required, sorry. Yeah. And same goes for the visitor also. Yeah. So here we will type visitor ID. Okay. So let me just save it. Do run it again. Yeah, you can see it is getting generated Braj and true. So this you don't have to redeclare it again and again. If you want to add any other data type, you can add it here. You can remove also, it won't throw any error. Okay, no, it will throw an error because explicitly you have mentioned. So we'll remove this, we'll keep it. So you can add edit over here if you want to have the same entries like name, employee name, email ID, whatever. You can change this to a generic term. Okay, this could be number, this could be ID. Okay, this will become more generic to you. Yeah, let me save it, do control A. Yeah, so this is another special type. I'll copy paste it in the chat for your reference. And this was the concept I wanted to tell you. Yeah, so this is it. And this quiz you all can practice. We are done with the session. I mean, overshooted by 4 minutes. You can directly copy paste it to execute if you are able, if you're not able to, understand the logic behind it and get the output generated. Maybe in the next session we will discuss this quiz, or else we'll get started with the new topic. Only 2 3 topics are remaining: function, interface, and classes, modules, and generate. We'll see. It's more of a theory concepts. Okay, so that's it. I hope the introduction to the TypeScript or the brief overview is clear to you, why we are learning this and where we gonna use it. Okay, thank you, Nurul. Thank you all for your active participation. Please do complete all the quizzes and assignments. You can proceed ahead also if you are willing to, but the most important is completing the certificate of phase 1. That is important. Please do complete it. Okay, thank you all. Have a great day. Happy learning.
Tomorrow is there.
No,
This
no, next session will be on.
Next session will be on 27th,
Correct.
Raj.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, next Thursday. Okay, please work on this. In meanwhile, Prithvi, are you there or anyone from Infosys?
I think they are not there. You can tell me.
Okay. Yeah, it's nothing. Like I want to tell them like to work on these links. I'll what